Pre-hunting, deer season, set up and hunt. Stick around. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Please excuse my voice. I'm suffering from a little bit of a cold. I think it's going around. It is now September going into October. But what I wanted to share with you guys today is I did a little bit of a vacation. I got a lot of work done, which was good. And the place that I hunt is not mine. It's owned by a friend of mine, which is a property owner. And it is north of here, which is in the upstate New York area, which tends to have quite a bit of animals. All right, if you're not familiar, it's not just New York City. Well, New York City has its own type of animals, but we're not go there yet. All right, so the animals that the hunting season for this year, bear season, has already opened up. September to December 3rd in the northern zone, it is bear season. Black bear season, we don't get grizzly bears here. Coyote is open, obviously, if you want to do that. Deer season is going to open this October, which is bow hunting season as well. So I'm going to try to get up there for bow hunting season. And what we have to do is every year, because it is a mountainous environment, there's a lot of storms that go through there in the winter. What we need to do is to clear the trails. There are a lot of trails on the landowner's property. And for me willing to hunt, and for me to get permission to hunt on the landowner's property, that's part of the deal. I chop all the firewood. I ensure that the property is being managed properly. Ensure that we can get all the four-wheelers up to the locations like the deer stands. We also put up one enclosed blind, which I've never seen before, but you have like two shells on each side, and then you put them together, and then you put them on some type of platform. Now, again, that wasn't my purchase. I was just help putting it together. I think it'll be cool to see if it works out. We put it in a very low area on the mountain, typically at the bottom of the mountain, because you also have to understand that if you are going to build these projects, you have to haul all the lumber and everything to the location, and it's very hard to do on a four-wheeler. All right, you can do it, but again, it's very rocky and mountainous terrain, so a lot of things gets bounced off. So it's very, very difficult physical levels of doing it. Also, I did manage to put up a deer stand. I did also manage to put up a tree stand. And for me, that was my own personal purchase, where I found a location that was close to my old blind, and I figured out that hunting from a ground blind with a bow is super hard to do. I had a lot of deer that came into my location, and we tried to, I tried to get my bow up in time, and every time I moved, the deer just spooked. So that didn't really work for me. So ideally, again, even though I've been hunting for a couple years now, I still make mistakes. And that's one of the things that you have to realize, is that if you haven't been doing it since you were in your teens, then you're probably going to be a rookie just like me. And even though I've had successful hunts before, that you will make mistakes from time to time, especially if you don't do it or you're not on the property to see what's going on. A couple mentions. You'll see me clear some blinds with something like this. All right, this is an Ontario machete. I did have a orange-handled machete up there, all right, and I was working with that. You guys know that I make my own machete, so if you're interested, go to threeriverblades.com. I just didn't have any available for me to product test, so I'm going to change that as well. I'm going to make a couple machetes and bring them up there. Also, Council Tool, one of my favorite axe companies. I did have something similar to this. The other one's still up there at the cabin, and it worked flawlessly out of the box. The only thing I did was remove that shellac or whatever they put on the handle. I sanded all that off, and I just put some boiled linseed oil on there, and the sheath itself, I put a little bit of oil on there just to clean it up and to keep it fresh. Sharpening wise, I just used a bunch of these. These are torpedo Wiseman, I think it is, Wiseman Company, and these are excellent. A lot of guys like to use this for their axe, the puck, and the puck works okay, but I find that my fingers simply get too close to that blade edge. So unless you're doing like this kind of thing, it kind of can get messed up, or you can cut yourself really easily. But I got a rough stone and a smooth stone, and these worked out great for sharpening all my tools in the forest. And again, I'm not going to sit there for 30 hours and hone my stuff. It's just to get that burr off and get the edge off and just sharpen it up. You could also use a file if you like, you know, to each his own. So we did do a lot of that. I did manage to go bear hunting. When we were done for the day, setting up all of the, clearing the trails, and then we would have individual days of, what parts did we need to bring to the forest and build something. I was able to sit in the woods mostly in the evenings. And again, on my last evening sit, I was able to get a bear. Black bear. Wasn't the biggest bear in the world, but it was decent. It was a decent size. Probably in the 180 to 200. It's not a huge bear. But I just want you guys to know that if this is not for you, if you are not a hunter, you probably don't want to look at those photos. That's fine. If you don't, you could also shut this video off right now, because I am going to talk a little bit about bear hunting. For those guys that are not hunters, I completely understand. Your opinions are your own. For myself, I eat whatever I can hunt. So if I get a bear, I'm going to eat it. If I get a deer, I'm going to eat it. I won't eat a coyote. That I'm not going to eat. But certain animals subsidizes what I like to eat. I do feel that the way this nation is going, and I do feel that the way the food is being processed is wrong. I know there's this whole big push for synthetic beef and synthetic meats, and that stuff is poison for your body. That's my own personal opinion. In my opinion, I think the government is doing us wrong. I know there's a lot of big pharma companies that are trying to push synthetic meats. I don't want it. I don't want it in my body, and I don't want it for my kids. So if I can subsidize that with a naturally grown animal that lives in the forest, then that's what I'm going to try to do. The kids love deer meat, and now that I got a bear, we're gonna taste some bear meat too. I also love fishing. If I can go bird hunting, I'll get some pheasants. I will also cook that up as well. I'm a big fan of it, so hopefully, if you are against killing animals for game, for a trophy, or for feed, then this video is probably not for you. But thank you very much for stopping by. All right, so let's get into this video. Hey guys, so I think it's Thursday. It's Thursday around 5 o'clock. Sun will set around 7, so I'm in here a couple hours early. All I did today was set up a bunch of trail cams. Bear season is open. It is in effect. It's rare, but there are black bear up here. This is the Adirondack Mountains. This is the spot where I hunt a lot of deer. And as you can see, the sun is already behind me. When it gets to over here, that's when it starts to go down. So again, east, west. I'm facing north and south. This is only the second year that I am hunting bear specifically, so there might be some deer that come around, but I'll film them, but I can't shoot them. I was able to get a couple days off work. I figured I'd give it a shot. I'm going to be nice and quiet. It's 75, 80 degrees out here, so it's super warm. I don't know if they'll be moving around, but if they do move around, it's going to be when it's cool out, which is typically in the evening. So I'm going to sit here and see what comes around. So wish me luck. Alright guys, so that was the morning hunt for day 2. I don't have a lot of time up here, but I'm just trying to use what I have. We have a bunch of projects going on specifically for deer season. This is just an opportunity to get out into the woods to see if the bear are around. This is the Adirondack Park, or Adirondack Mountains, I should say. And I think there's over 5,000 bear in this area. I don't even know how they mark that. So what I'm trying to do is just see if I can find some sign, walking around a little bit. There have been black bear on the camera before, so I know that's a possibility. I've seen them before. I've actually shot one black bear while I was up here, so I know they're up here. But black bear are very, very skittish, especially around humans. And I don't know how desperate they are, but this is the fall season, so September, October, November is the fall. They're going to be more and more adamant on going out and trying to fatten up. I don't see too much sign out here, but I'm going to keep trying. I'll try again tonight, see if anything has changed. But like I said, I'm really gearing up for the deer season this year. I got 2 weeks in November from work, which is awesome. Can't wait for that. But while we're doing that, we still have to build up some blinds. The property owner, we got him like this igloo blind that kind of goes together. You buy it in plastic shells and you put it on a platform. So we're going to try to do some of that. That's why you probably saw me on the 4-wheeler quite a bit. I'm trying to set up for the hunting season, and I'm constantly getting, batteries, cameras, locations, clearing logs. Man, it's exhausting work. So, a little different hunting in the early fall than it is in the late fall. Temperatures around 55 degrees, 60. Yesterday was up to 80 degrees. So hopefully we could avoid that. But I mean, other than the bugs, it's beautiful out here. The greenery, the scenery, the fog, the mist, the misty mountains, it's just beautiful. So, haven't seen any deer yet either. Again, they might be a little bit lower this time of year, maybe not that high in the mountains. There's plenty of food around, so they don't really need to be anywhere specific. So, we'll see. But there's a whole bunch of coyotes. There's a whole bunch of coyotes last night, like multiple times, just screaming in the woods. It woke me up out of the cabin. It woke me up. That's how bad it was. They were just screaming. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they found a kill or something. I don't know. But we'll see what we can do. All right. I'll try again tonight. All right, guys. This is the last evening of the hunt. I'm not seeing any sign. The only thing we saw was this morning a coyote was chasing a buck. That was it. And they were moving pretty fast. Unfortunately, I was inside the cabin, so I didn't get a chance to get my rifle out. But I watched him. I saw the buck go by the window, and the next thing I knew, coyote was chasing him. So that could be another reason why we're not seeing sign. It's been about 60 degrees, 70 degrees, also super hot. I spent the day putting up my tree stand for archery season, and I'm exhausted. I'm completely burnt out and tired. It's not just coming up here to hunt. We have other things we got to do. Got to maintain the cabin, got to get food, got to cook, got to clean, do all the other stuff. This is not my property, it's the landowner's property. And we had to build him a enclosed hunting blind, which was a lot. So I'm going to sit here and be quiet for a while and see what happens. Wish me luck. All right, guys, I hope you appreciated that video. There was quite a lot of video shots that were very, very tough for me to do because either I was by myself or we were somewhere in the forest and the bugs were eating us alive. I did get better equipment. I purchased it. It's on its way from Amazon. I got the Arrow Tree tripod, so it actually sticks to a tree and you can move the video camera around, which I'm going to try out during bow season. So wish me luck with that. So again, I hope you guys like that video. If you like videos like this, please like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Put some comments down below if you're a hunter. If you think that there was something I probably could have done better, let me know in the comments. That's fine. Let's share, because again, like I said, I've only been doing it for a couple of years. I've been somewhat successful. Last year I didn't get anything, but this year we started off pretty good with a black bear, so I'm happy about that. All right, guys, if you want, you can become a Patreon member. It only costs you $1 a month. Thank you very much for that. I will put the equipment that I was using in the link description below. If you purchase from me, I am an Amazon affiliate, and what that does is it gives me like 2 cents on the dollar for anything you purchase. Amazon sends me a check, so thank you very much for that. All right, guys, thank you very much, and as always, be safe.